I want to say something about Newcastle United because I've been kind of reserved. I've not been like, yes, Steve Bruce is definitely the man. I've not been totally convinced by, oh yeah, look at them, they're playing really well. I think their squad is okay, actually. I think they've got some really good players. Signing Callum Wilson I wouldn't say it was a missing piece of the jigsaw, but, you know, he's absolutely improved them in terms of options up front. A definite starter when fit, and he's a goal scorer. But I watched them last night, and that goal that made it 4-2, where Leeds were on the break, that came from a Newcastle corner. The corner was half cleared kind of twice. Now, during those moments, your players need to switch on and reset and maybe drop deeper, because you might get the ball back in and you might have a chance to score, but it looks like the move could well be over. That set piece is gone and done, so you need to reset and think defensively. But they didn't do that. And then when Leeds broke, Leeds players, you're right, they were flying forward. They were sprinting forward. Not just one, not two, not three. They were all going forward because they knew, right, we've got them here. And they outnumbered them. I took a still of it, and it's like 5 Leeds players in the still, 2 Newcastle players. And the rest of them are just jogging back. And Leeds players are sprinting past them. Now, I looked at that and thought, that to me suggests that those players are not prepared to run through brick walls for the club, for the manager, for each other, which suggests to me there's something really wrong at Newcastle United. In the dressing room, I'm not talking about, we all know that Mike Ashley's not a good fit for the club and that relationship is done. I'm talking about the manager, the players, how they perform. That was totally unacceptable last night.
Yeah, but I think if you, I agree with you on how the players should have tracked back. But if you look at the previous game against West Brom, where they dug in and they got the win eventually when West Brom were on top of them. But I think, like he says, Steve Bruce will be fuming. I know him quite well from his time at Aston Villa. He was massive on fitness, and he would have been taken out of that these players, were they fit enough, the ones that didn't want to run back? Because he would have showed them clips, showed them videos of how Leeds players like flying forward to the last minute of the game. No matter the score, they'll be flying forward. And for them Newcastle players to not bother running back, is it fitness, or is it, like he says, do they not want to do the running? And I'm sure Steve Bruce today, Steve Clements, will be digging them players out and telling them it's not good enough.
Well, I'd love to hear from Newcastle fans on it. I think that there are some Newcastle fans who will grab hold of any excuse to hammer Steve Bruce. I get that. Rafa was their man. But I think last night is the first time I've really looked at it and thought that's not quite right. I think there's a number of other managers. If that was happening in their sides, we'd be hammering the manager. Now, I'm asking questions of the manager. Has he really got them all on side if they're not prepared to sprint back?
I think as well, though, Steve Bruce is the sort of manager that he will know exactly the ones that don't want to run for him, and he'll just put them out. He doesn't care. He'll play players that want to run for him. So I do think the players are on side with him, but when you see that clip, it's hard to go against you. But knowing Steve Bruce, Steve Clements, Steve Aggers that are there, they'll be fuming at that. They would have watched the game over, and they'll be making changes.
I think overall, what I'd say about it is this, that what you expect, Newcastle fans are often accused of having expectations that are too high. I don't agree with that. I don't think they're looking to win titles or expecting to be in the Champions League, even though they've been in the Champions League before. They've been in cup finals before. I don't even think they're expecting that. But what they expect as a bare minimum is that all their players give 100% for that shirt. And I didn't see that last night